Hey, let me talk to you like someone who's lived with this TV every day, because once you feel what the Hisense U7 actually does for your games and movies, everything weaker starts to feel like something you just put up with instead of something you choose. This isn't for someone who shrugs at motion blur, muted colors, or audio that feels flat. This is for the person who notices when contrast finally has depth, when motion stays smooth instead of smeared, and when every scene finally feels intentional instead of just good enough. Before we go deeper, take a moment and check the current price and availability. TVs this capable don't always stay at strong value once serious viewers start paying attention. You know that moment, you sit down for a game or movie and the picture just looks off? Motion feels jagged, fast clips blur into mush, shadows collapse into gray rather than showing detail? That's when you realize you've outgrown compromise. You're tired of settling for almost there. You want presence, real depth, real clarity, real performance every time you turn it on. Then you power this on. The difference hits right away. The image isn't just sharper, it feels alive. Native 165 Hz with a VRR range that stays wide keeps motion fluid even in intense action, not smeared behind your eyes. Mini LED brightness pushes up to intense highlights without losing detail, and QLED color feels vivid without oversaturation. Once you feel that level of performance, anything weaker starts to feel like a blurry memory you shouldn't have tolerated for so long. Picture this, you're in the middle of a frantic race, and every turn stays smooth and crisp. Later, you're watching a movie with deep shadow scenes that actually show nuance instead of disappearing into mush. Even everyday streaming feels richer because colors are deeper and motion stays natural. That's not about numbers on paper, that's experience you feel. Once you've lived with that level of clarity and smooth motion, anything less starts to feel like friction you shouldn't put up with. Every time you even think about something weaker, your mind drifts back to how immersive and connected this feels. That's loss aversion. You don't want to give that up now that you've felt it. While that impression is fresh, check stock again. Displays this capable don't always hang around when people start comparing real performance. If you're hesitating because it sounds premium, let's reshape that doubt. This isn't about flash, it's about clarity and confidence. It's about watching the content you care about the way it was made to be seen, not just shown. Here's something most people don't expect until they've lived with it. Once you've experienced real motion and rich contrast together, even older shows you thought you knew feel better. Not louder, not artificial, better. You feel motion that stays smooth under pressure. You enjoy vibrant color without oversaturation. You get contrast that actually shows depth. You own a screen that matches refined expectations. You experience visuals that draw you in every time. Downsides? It's not the smallest set on the block, and it isn't the cheapest entry option. Those are just the trade-offs for picture quality that genuinely feels right every time you use it. At some point, endless comparison loops just stop. You already feel what satisfies you most. You choose what feels right, not what's uncertain. So don't let this upgrade sit and become one you wish you made sooner. Decide with confidence, check current availability now, and bring home the immersive clarity your instincts have been telling you to get.